relationships. Introducing to you first.
The watch is closed, it's a quarter past 2 and I'm here, I'm running off 422. Something said I'm about to get back.
Little from Los Angeles, California. And a combined weight of 583 They are current reigning in the Senate. Worlds of Wrestling Tag Team Champion, Marc Hauss Mike Law. They are the Experience.
She said my time was up and she had a lot of fun, but my heart I said, bitch, you want to do
I need your help. We always need your energy. All right. Looks like I'm caught up in romance. I am a victim of this circumstance. Since love can only last as long as it can grow. Don't let it die, or pass us by, 'cause you're never too young, you're never too young to die. You're never too young, you're never too young to die. Never too young, you're never too young to die. You're never too young, you're never too young to die. Hold on to each moment that we can. There's something else much stronger in a master plan. And all we're giving here, consider it as blessed. Might be a learning ground, or maybe just a test. Oh, never too young, never too young to die. I know that you do clowns. Never too young to die. Never too young to die.
to get in the ring with you two goofs. Wait on my partner.
Encore! Encore!
Keep going now? Continue. And his tag team partner.
One more time.
I just thought, you know, what's wrong with you? We gotta let these people too young to die, man. Especially too young to die. Never 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 too young to die.
All right, we can fly, right? Good. Yeah, good.
Looks like we're now waiting for the bell to get this fight started. The Experience going up against, I would almost call them wacky tag team partners, Homicide and Paul London for the Warriors of Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
It's Up in Smoke versus the Experience. And I have to say, I have seen some things in my time in Warriors of Wrestling, but Paul London's entrance brought down the house.
Paul London, always a treat here at Warriors of Wrestling, I will say that. This is our main event. This is for the Warriors of Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Now, an interesting fact about this matchup, Homicide is competing for the Tag Team Championships currently on Impact Wrestling when he is with Ortiz and Santana. Those two men are also former Warriors of Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
It is an interesting note to see if LAX can come away with the gold. And we also have a melting pot here as a team representing Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground going up against our Warriors of Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's going to be referee's discretion. Homicide using a chair. Paul London using whatever it is Paul London's using.
Paul London, Mike Law is getting chopped by the crowd.
How dare he? How dare he? Paul London touching a man like Mike Law. Mike Law is 75 feet tall inside his soul. That man is a champion. And how dare Paul London have these plebeians touch him with their poor people hands?
Well, outside of his soul, he's currently getting beat up by Paul London and the Warrior Nation.
Because he's a jerk. Ow.
And Homicide going to work on Mike Law.
He just made Marc Hauss's skin tone match his tights.
Mike Law beating up on Paul London, but Homicide has a tight grip on Marc Hauss.
Marc Hauss.
We got him. Let's get him.
Mike Law, two veterans who never felt like they got what they deserved. And Some people might say they got what they deserved right there.
In this match, I would hardly call them veterans.
Going up against Ring of Honor originals, Paul London, a former WWE Tag Team Champion, Homicide, a former TNA Tag Team Champion, former Ring of Honor World Champion. The collection of championship glory between those two men alone make this a tough task for any tag team. But against the experience, I think they've got a shot, but not at the moment.
Absolutely. Paul London and Homicide taking it to the experience.
Clubbing blow by London on the house. House sending London to the outside. Now going after Homicide.
Referee knowing in this match, Homicide, not only his reputation, but here at Warriors of Wrestling, a former No Limits champion. Homicide grabbing the ropes, making sure Marc Hauss isn't getting whatever he's thinking. Mike Law gets a right hand. But Homicide needs to turn around. Big power slam. And only a 2, Homicide kicks out.
Homicide trained at the infamous Doghouse in Brooklyn, New York.
Looking for Paul London for a tag.
London trained by Shawn Michaels and Rudy Gonzalez.
I don't give a damn how long you got. Keep him off the rope. Come on, Homicide.
And now Paul London in his corner as Homicide is getting jumped by the experience.
That's it for Homicide. Come on, Homicide.
You know, I usually can respect Mike Law and think he's got some good ideas, but I think that taunting Homicide might not be the best one.
Yeah, it's like putting a raw steak in front of a pit bull that hasn't eaten in 6 months.
Set of kicks to Homicide. Homicide comes back. Neck breaker by Mike Law. And now Mike Law goes after Paul London. Paul London tries to give chase, but referee DeMuch is right there. And the experience without a tag behind the referee's back.
He's so angry about it. Jesus.
Smart moves. They look so alike, it would be hard for any referee to recognize who's who. It's like watching the Killer Bees.
I know, right?
And now here comes Mike Law. The experience doing what they do best, cutting that ring in half. But Marc Hauss feeling the fingernails of Homicide across his back.
Not a fun experience, especially with the dirty hands of Homicide. You don't know where those fingernails have been.
Watch it, he meant watch this.
Rob Blatt said that, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Blatt, who lives at...
Hey, all right. No doxing. Wait a minute.
He bit his thumb. Homicide bit his thumb.
Hey, any which way you can, man.
Come on, Homicide. Get him down from there.
And the referee trying to admonish Homicide. I'll tell you what, Homicide doesn't necessarily like his authority figures yelling at him.
You don't say. You don't say.
Homicide down. And here comes Mike Law from the top. Cross body on Homicide, but rolls right off. Mike Law. The experience could pull this one out. You know what? So far, it's not looking very good for Homicide and Paul London.
It is not, but that's what happens when you are a tag team that has just come together. If you're a team like Marc Hauss and Mike Law, who over the past several months have bonded together, have worked together, have trained and grew together, to the point where they are tag team champions. Homicide and Paul London, they might have sat in a few ciphers together, but that doesn't necessarily make them a top-ranked tag team.
However, both of them experienced tag team wrestlers. Only a 2, says referee DeMuch.
And you see that KT tape on Hauss and Law.
Shut up!
And the veteran experience of London and Homicide to know, go after those areas. Boot up by Homicide, back elbow.
Nice tornado DDT from Homicide. Mike Law is out. Marc Hauss misses. Here comes Paul London. Nice slingshot dropkick. Paul London spinning heel kick. Marc Hauss is out in the corner. Mike Law about to find out. You're never too young to die as the music went. Big back body drop. Manhattan drop. Wow, look at that. Paul London has the experience and the Warrior Nation in the palm of his hands.
Airplane, oh boy.
Death Valley driver, Mike Law onto Marc Hauss, but not enough to put away the experience.
Hauss and London, the legal men in this match. London known for going to the top rope.
And the experience talks about wanting a competition. This is how they're going to be answered. World-class wrestling in our main event, vying for our tag team championships. You have to wonder what it would be like for Homicide and Paul London as a team moving forward.
I would be frightened.
Those suplexes, nearly snap suplexes from Homicide. The three amigos. Now, Homicide, I believe he's going to the top rope.
Hauss putting a stop to it.
Homicide to the outside, Paul London right there. Hauss, a shot for Paul London as well. They're battling on the second rope. Paul London, shooting star press on the second rope. I thought we had new champs that
Law pulled London out of the ring.
a shooting star off the second rope.
Wheelbarrow. Gringo cutter, cover! 1, 2, 3! What just happened? Homicide saying he won, but it was and that's how you outsmart two wrestlers with all that experience. You keep track, Rob. You know who's legal. You know who's in that ring at any time. And that is why Marc Hauss and Mike Law on a night of hostile takeovers walk out your Warriors of Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
I can't help but feel like Homicide and Paul London were robbed here tonight.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on.
Wait a second here, the Perfect Strangers. Perfect Strangers here are here to maybe even the odds. Maybe extract a little bit of revenge on the experience.
Super kick by London, oh boy. And Law's in a little bit of trouble. Cop killer! And now call it for the count. 1, 2, 3. And that doesn't count.
not an official win here. However, the experience left lying. And Paul London and Homicide stand tall here at Hostile Takeover.
Well, you know what, Rob? I don't like the way they did it, but it's also Homicide, so I'm not gonna say anything more. But the Perfect Strangers have made a more powerful enemy here tonight as their war with the experience adds a new chapter. And Rob, we're looking towards May. We're looking towards Billy Gunn and St. Finbar's. We're heading to War Games, a six-man scramble in a cage. Rob, how about you take us home, my friend?
All right, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. I am Warriors of Wrestling Commissioner Rob Blatt.
And I'm the Esquire of Excellence, Matthew Ryan Shapiro.
And we'll see you next time at Warriors of Wrestling.